If you're anything like me and love a good vintage or antique, then you probably have a set of stores, either in person or online, that you like to check regularly and you know exactly what the new inventory is that you can look at. And so far, 2022 has been a year of fantastic thrifting for me. So why don't you join me while I take a few of those pieces out and show you what I've been lucky enough to find this year. It's at this point in the year where I feel like spring is just around the corner, and of course, this morning it started to snow. Let's go through some of the clothes I was able to thrift the last few months because I feel like I'm ready to usher in spring with a lot of these dresses and styles. So the first set of pieces I was able to get were some 1940s and 1950s, I believe, bed jackets. Two of them are lighter, one in pink and one in yellow, and they're a little bit frillier, but they still keep me a little bit warm. Where I spend most of my day sitting at my computer, I tend to get a little bit of cold drafts, so it's just nice to have something short and warm around my neck and shoulders. The third one, the blue one, is the one that I wear the most since I've gotten it. It is a little bit thicker and it has a beautiful silky lining. It's warmer and I just constantly run cold, so I like having something a little bit warmer on most days, at least at the moment. We'll see if that changes once the warmer weather comes. And this next section is going to be a lot of dresses. The first one that we're going to start with is, I believe it's a 1950s dress, a beautiful eyelet fabric with these lovely little cute pink buttons. I had to buy the slip specifically so that I could wear this dress. I didn't realize it didn't come with any lining, but I really love it. The next one that I got is this beautiful stripy one. It is really loose. The material, I believe, is a cotton or a linen. This dress also has an interesting kind of two cutout holes in the neckline. I'm not 100% sure what they're for, but if you know, please let me know, because maybe it's like for a dress clip or a brooch or something that I don't yet own, and maybe that's something I can look for and look out for and keep an eye out for in the future. So those are two shorter sleeve dresses. The next set of dresses are going to have longer sleeves. This first one is not made out of a cotton or a linen, but it's super light. It's so easy to put on and comfortable to wear, but I feel so put together when I wear this one. And this shade of blue is my dream shade of blue. I love blues and greens. I love to wear blues and greens, and this blue is just so rich and deep and wonderful. The next dress was sold to me as a 1940s dress, but there is something about it that makes me think it's not authentically 1940s. I have a feeling it's more 1980s maybe, does 1940s. I am not an expert. This is like some of my first 1940s pieces, but based on a lot of the patterns and things that I've seen, this does feel a little bit more like that. However, I still really love it. By the way, all these finds, and the reason why I feel like I've been so lucky is that these were super inexpensive. I didn't pay over $15 for any one of these items that I've got. The next piece though is where it kind of changes. This dress is the one that I was looking forward the most to getting. It has that slightly longer sleeve style, the fit and flare with the pleated skirt, the collar, everything that I love, the details on the chest and the back. However, it is in rough shape. By the way, I don't just hang this up on a hanger, it's just a little bit easier to show you with it on a hanger. I do lay it down so that the rips don't get worse with the weight of the dress, but I don't know that I'll be comfortable wearing this dress because I just don't want it to get worse. I want this to be a piece that lasts because I think it's so beautiful. So if I don't wear it, I might end up copying it just because I love it so much. And let me know if you'd be interested to see that. I have no idea what I'm doing, so that would be my first time doing something like that, but could be interesting. I don't know. Beyond the dresses that I've thrifted, I also realized that I wanted to build out a little bit more of my closet. I'm starting to recognize a little bit more of what my style is, what I feel comfortable wearing. I like the 1940s and 1950s silhouette a lot. I love easy things to put on and wear, something where I put on one thing, like a dress, and I have an outfit and I'm put together and ready to go. I went to an estate sale a few months back. You might have remembered an estate sale haul video from that, and using a pattern I got in that estate sale and fabric that I got from that estate sale, I made 1950s wrap dresses. They aren't completely done. They are missing some finishing touches, but I love them. This first one is made from heavier fabric. I did a burn test on a little bit of it. It seems to be a mix of a natural fiber, I'm guessing cotton, with some sort of plastic-based fiber. And so it's got a lot of heft to it, which I love, but this gingham is just wonderful. So it's a very sturdy, wonderful dress. The pattern does originally come with pockets, but I already had to do piecing on the skirt to get enough material together to finish this dress, and actually had to use fabric from a different kind to work on some of the inner lining pieces and the facing pieces. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to get pockets on these dresses, but I love how easy they are to put on. I love how they fit and feel. The second one was a piece of unused fabric for a project from the estate sale. It is much lighter, much airier, has these tiny little flowers on it, super flowy, super easy to wear, and I am beyond pleased with that. As we're starting to transition a little bit more into warmer weather, or at least looking forward to that, I also want to switch over a little bit of my knitting. So I want to start knitting projects now, and I am starting knitting projects now that will be appropriate to wear in warmer weather. The first one is a sweater. The pattern is from the 1940s. I got the inspiration to knit this from Claude, from Retro Claude. I'll link her channel. She does fantastic historical costuming, sewing, vintage sewing, knitting. She does a lot of things. She taught me so much from her sewing knowledge. It's amazing. Highly recommend. So that is a pattern that she has knit. I loved how it looked, and I decided to make my own version of this rainbow jumper. I love this combination of colors. There's something about it that I don't know how to explain it, but it's something like nostalgic to me for whatever reason. I'm gonna pick up some more vintage knitting for the warmer weather, and that's just what I'm going to start with. If you're curious about the estate sale where I got the dress pattern and the fabrics from, I suggest you check it out up here. If you want to know a little bit more about all the things that I have knit in the past, then I go over some of those things in this other previous video, and I hope to see you all really, really soon. Feel free to subscribe if you're interested. Thank you so much again for watching, and I'll see you all again really soon. Bye!